Good morning, afternoon, or good night, whenever and wherever you're listening. Thank you for your support. Appreciate all the likes and subscriptions. And remember, once we hit our goal, we're going to go ahead and do an awesome giveaway, giving away an autographed memorabilia item. So I want to jump into today's video, today's subject, which is going to be about the Paris Agreement. I think a lot of people are very uneducated about it and don't understand what's going on. Now, before you change the channel, before you think I don't like the environment or I'm some, Republican environmental climate change denier, hear me out. Okay, so I want you to understand what's going on here. I very much care about the environment. I'm a fisherman and outdoorsman. I don't like seeing it trashed or thrashed. I don't like seeing, just inefficient waste, all right? But I want to explain what's going on with the Paris Agreement. Okay, first of all, the Paris Agreement is piggybacked off of something called the Montreal Agreement, which we signed the Kyoto Protocol, I believe in 1996 with Bill Clinton. And that was originally to go after the hole in the ozone layer. And that was after HFCs or HCFCs, hydrochlorofluorocarbons. They found that they say that was causing a hole in the ozone layer and also contributing to global warming. So they went ahead and banned, certain refrigerants, certain things, aerosols, and then set dates. Okay, this can't be made after that date. None of this can be manufactured after that date. So I don't want to get too much into it, but I know all about this stuff, right? So the thing is it's all meant to try to clean the world up. Now, I want you guys to understand the United States is a very efficient economy compared to most of the world. All right, we use, let's say, this much of a carbon footprint, and we can do some drastic changes that could wreck our economy, and we might be able to get that footprint from here down to, let's say, here. And everybody says, well, let's do it. That's worth it. Hold on, understand me and hear me out. What about China? What about India? What about all these other third world and even first world countries that are just diarrhea, puking all over our earth? I mean, just 10 times worse. Go look at a picture of certain Middle East huge cities, just layers and layers of smog and just junk in the air because there's no restrictions. And then they claim, they say, we're a developing country. And so in order to catch up to the United States, we got to be allowed to break and bend some of the rules. So the Montreal or Kyoto Protocol, as originally was, really holds the United States and us to higher and stricter standards, makes us jump through all these loops, through all these hoops to try to fix the world's problems, while it does nothing to hold China and India accountable for. So all you people on Facebook posting pictures of trashy rivers and all this stuff about saving the planet and climate change and global warming, then use your brain. Why is it okay for China and India to pump out 100 times more putrid just pollution than we are? And we're supposed to pony up and put up all the money and all the efforts to clean the world when now they're the ones doing 10 times the polluting of the world. We're one of the cleanest nations on the earth. Okay, now I want you to understand that there's some big implications with the Paris Agreement. So with the Montreal one, they got away. They said no more HCFCs, no more certain aerosols. It's destroying the ozone layer, and we're going to give you till this date. So that now everybody had to replace all their R22 units. Once they started springing leaks, the Freon got expensive, supply and demand issue. There's a lot of problems that were caused by that. Now we changed from that Freon to the 410A, and it's been a while. Now the Paris Agreement is going to require us to change again. Listen up. This is very, very important. With the new changes, they are not going to be holding China, India, or these other countries that are destroying the planet to any kind of standards, and they are not going to be cleaning up their acts at all. While they will be requiring us to do things and changes that will destroy and wreck our economy. Second, they are going to be doing away with the new Freon R410, R410A. So now all you people are going to have to replace your heater and air conditioners again. Now this time they will be filled with, because the only kind of Freon that can achieve what these crazy people want is a flammable refrigerant that will be inside of your system. You say, well, Sam, we drive cars that are filled with gas every day. They don't blow up. Well, they do when you get into car accidents sometimes. And would you like to have an air conditioner in your home filled with a lethal flammable refrigerant, and it could develop a leak at any moment? You could be gone from your home on vacation, your system pops a leak in it, and all that flammable gas goes into your home, and you walk in and flip the light switch, and you and your whole family, poof, bye-bye. You know how many times I've also seen a car crash into an air conditioner? Poof, bye-bye. So, for one, we're bending over and taking it in the rear for the rest of the world to try to save the climate, to try to save the planet, while the rest of the world is continuing to poop on it. And it's kind of like, think about the equal sign. What comes in has to be the same amount as what goes out, right? So if we're reducing the amount of pollution that we're putting out, but the rest of the world is putting in more pollution than we're reducing, then the pollution just grows and gets worse. And so you got all these other countries that are just, like I said, pooping all over the world, and they're not being held to any accountability. But they want us to foot the bill to fix the climate issue. And it's not even guaranteed to fix it. Yes, we need to do something. Yes, we need to make changes. Yes, there's climate change. Yes, we should not trash the environment. Okay, but use your brain. Nobody can have a common sense agreement as to why we should stay in the Paris Agreement. That Paris Agreement will do absolutely nothing for our economy, for the world's health, and it will absolutely destroy America's economy, and it is going to make your home and your life a lot more unsafe and expensive. Use your brain. Don't trust me for it, like old LeVar Burton used to say in Reading Rainbow. Don't take my words for it. Find out yourself. Go Google and check these things out. Yes, flammable refrigerant is coming in 2020. Homes will blow up and burn down. Bad things will happen. Technicians will blow themselves up installing your equipment. It's going to happen. There's videos of it happening in India and China. Google those. Those will be your sons and your husbands working on this equipment here, blowing themselves up, getting your house blown up, and also the pocketbook and the financial impact. And none of it's really going to save the world. Look at Germany. They actually went 100% green, and they went 100% wind powered, and it didn't make any effect at all. And they actually had to change because they went 100%, wind power, solar power, water power, and it does not and could not produce enough energy for their needs. You guys want to know the green future of the world? It's going to be nuclear power. With that, have a great one, and I'll see you on the next video.